Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to start talking about the anatomy of a terminal command. What I mean by that is the syntax for a terminal command. Generally speaking, the way that a terminal command works is you do the command, and then if it needs any flags or any input, you do dash whatever the flag is, like L or dash A or whatever, and then whatever the input is. So, for example, ls is a command that will list all of the items in your current directory. So you'll notice I'm currently in the CS330 directory, and there are two things inside of it, week 8 and week 9. Those are listed right there. There's also the GUI manifest, which is invisible in the GUI, but I can see it in the terminal. Another common command is pwd, which stands for print your working directory, and that just tells you where you are. I am in root workspace CS330. So on this Linux machine, there is a /workspace directory, and then inside of that is the /CS330 directory, which I am in. You can also change directories with cd, so I can change directory week 8. You'll notice here I am putting the command and then the option. Change directory to week 8, and you'll notice here I am now inside of week 8. And if I ls, you'll see there's nothing in there, which is exactly what we see. Inside, if I go into week 9, you'll see there's another, and then inside of that there's more. So if I want to, I can cd, which is change directory, remember, and if I put 2 dots, it'll go up. And I know this sounds like a lot of what in the world are you talking about. You'll get very good at it. It's very simple once you learn these simple commands, and you'll use ls and cd all the time. Dot is the directory you're currently in. Dot is one directory up. So now I am in CS330, and if I wanted to, I can cd, or change directory, into week 9. And if I ls to list the files in there, you can see it's got that one directory, just like we see over here. I can cd into that, and ls, and you'll see I've got now the app.js file, a node modules folder, a package lock.json, and a package.json. Both, you'll see that directories are in blue, and files are in white in this terminal. It depends on how you set your terminal up, but in GURM IDE, that's how it is. So I can cd back up, cd ... will go back up, and then cd ... again, will go back up again. You can see how I'm navigating around. This is just like double-clicking on different folders to go into and out of them. Let's do another one. Let's make a new folder. Inside of my CS330, I'm going to make directory, so mkdir, make directory, and we'll call it my directory. Boom, now I've made it. I can cd into my directory, and I'm just hitting tab to autocomplete. If you hit tab, it will automatically select it. If you pick something that there's more than one of, like if I took cd and I type W and hit tab, it'll complete as much as it can, and then it'll ask you to complete the rest of it. So you'll notice I have 2 things that start with week underscore, and it doesn't know which one I want, so it completes the one as far as it can, and then asks me to complete the rest. So now I have my directory, so let me cd into my directory, and there's nothing in here. I can just cd ... to go back. So now let's make a file. Touch my file.js. So now I have a myfile.js. You see it right here. And if I ls, you can see it down here in the terminal. Let's say I wanted to get rid of that. I don't want my file, so I'm going to rm for remove my file. Oops, my file.js, and hit enter, and now it's gone. Let's say I don't want my directory anymore. rm, my directory. Now this is not going to work because it's a directory. You can't remove a directory directly. However, you can recursively loop through that directory to remove it. So rm-r, there's where that flag comes up. R for recursive, my directory. Now it's going to remove it. One thing to note is that flags can either be single dashes or double dashes. If they're single dash, it's almost always a letter, just a single letter. Or if it's double dashes, it will be a word, like version, -- version. So if I did node -- version, it'll tell you the version of node, because there's the command, and then there's the flag. And then you can clear, just type the word clear to clear the terminal. So in this video, we talked about the anatomy of a command. We started looking at a few common commands and giving you examples. We didn't really spend much time on that, though, because that wasn't the focus. The focus is to understand that the anatomy of a command in the terminal is to give your command node or cd or nano, or there's a ton of them. Git, there's a ton of them. So give your command. So my command might be rm for remove, and then give a flag r-r-rf. There's a lot of different flags for remove, and then you give your option. So the option for this one would be, well, I don't have anything to remove right now, so -r, so I could remove week 8, and it would remove that folder. That folder is now gone. Same thing with make directory, week 8. I gave my command, and then I gave my option. Now this one did not need a flag, because whenever you're making a directory, it assumes the first thing you type is the name of your directory. So now I have week 8 back. That's the anatomy of a command. Throughout the next couple of videos, and then throughout the rest of this course, we'll be using the terminal a lot more. You'll get a lot better with it. You'll get a ton of practice. And the vast majority of people, once they get a good bit of practice with the terminal, start using it for the more basic tasks, because it's just so much faster than using the GUI. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks.